Oh, hi. Good morning. Well, not morning, actually. It's already night for me, but you know. Okay, wait. Okay, let me just move screen real quick. Hi, hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. So, bit of a heads up, I guess. Bit of a heads up. I have kind of, I kind of have a situation with my throat right now. I am not exactly feeling the best. My throat has been constantly just kind of dry, and I will cough a lot this stream. Maybe not a lot, but I think I will clear my throat a lot this stream. Just a heads up. I will clear my throat a lot, and may cough occasionally. So just a bit of a heads up. You can tell from the voice. Yeah. Yeah. Throat is currently not in the best condition, but I wanted to stream. I wanted to stream like a couple of days ago too, but like that was even worse, and I had a headache too. So I was thinking of streaming like Battle Cats yesterday, but no, my throat was like really fucked. Right now it's slightly better. I'm still gonna have to clear my throat a lot, but you know, yeah. What's with the lag? Wait, what do you mean? The lag? Is YouTube lagging? Twitch is saying it's fine. I think. Twitch looks fine. Twitch says it's excellent. So this might be another... Ugh. Let me try to restart YouTube. Bum, ba-dum. That's weird. Stream's bitrate is currently lower than recommended. Is it? Hold on. Let me just move screen so that I can test and stuff, but is it fine now? I have the stream open on another... It looks kind of fine, I don't know. It says stream status is good. Is it better now? Is it lagging in terms of like internet connection lagging, or is it like visually lagging? It seems fine now? Okay. If you say it's fine, then it's probably fine then. Did you eat too much rendang today? No. Probably, I have no idea why. It might be something with my nose, because it's kind of related, I think. What do you think about Fate Stay Night? So that's, you know, I usually don't really bother talking about Battle Cats and like non-Battle Cat stream, but I will say I will probably get to it this weekend. I probably will do a update review stream this weekend because the Fate Stay Night collab is not out yet, and if I were to do like a new update review like right now, I wouldn't be able to review the Fate Stay Night stuff. I mean, I could talk about like Saber's talents, which I'm pretty sure is already out, but I wouldn't be able to talk about the new units, right? Because they're not out yet, and I would quote-unquote legally not be able to talk about it, you know? If I talk about it, Polos would like strike me down, so I would have to wait for the collab to actually comes out first, for the unit to be actually obtainable in-game before I get to talk about it, so I will probably talk about it this weekend. Because I'm pretty sure the collab is out like this Friday or this Saturday, somewhere around there. So I'll probably like make a stream somewhere this weekend for that. Saber Talons is nutty. It is pretty funny that they basically just made them Yulala. Did you get rain on yesterday evening or something? I mean, it's been raining a lot, but no, I didn't like stay on the rain or anything like that. No, I think I'm just tired. I don't know. That's what I thought as well, yeah. It's literally just Yulala, but better. Oh wait, let me change the music. There we go. Now it's program audio. They should just get that into like Yulala's talents. But anyways, hi, welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! They got Wordle now. they added Wordle to Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't that crazy? Someone said earlier that the Wordle is light, as in like it's easy. It's actually kind of whack, because you might say it's like, oh, you know, you get like 3 hints. Like, no, you get 3 hints on day 1, but for the rest of the day you only get like 1 hint. It's kind of ass, actually. It's actually like really ass. How many cards so far you've gotten in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel? I only got 1. And that took me like all of my hints, and that took all of my hints and guesses. I was talking about actual Wordle. Oh, I've done... I guess today's Wordle for you guys would be Wordle... what is... Well, like Wordle 1803? Wordle 1803 I got in 4. Yeah, Wordle 1803 I got in 4, but I haven't done Wordle 1804. It's not out for me yet. People actually get different individualized cards. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wordle, you get like different cards for it. Everybody get different cards for it. My first card was Unchained Abomination. That's pretty crazy. I saw someone got like White Dust on in for their first card. But yeah, it's like I used all of my hints and guesses for this one, which I probably shouldn't have, but I kind of want to test out like how it works anyway. So I should have probably like guessed based on archetypes first, and then only used the hint for like maybe the health and defense. I think that's probably like the biggest factor. But yeah, I haven't. It's like I feel like they don't expect you to. I feel like they don't expect you to guess once every day, if that makes sense. I feel like they kind of expect you to only get 1 guess every couple of days, because you only get like 3 guesses and 1 hint per day, and there's like a buttload amount of cards and a buttload amount of like possible choices. So, and this event is for like what, like 20 until 2, 26 until 2, which is like, it is a week, but like I really don't feel like they expect you to like finish this all the way. My second card was very specific: 0 attack Dark Spellcaster with non-zero defense, which exactly has 1 result. I mean, that's already like, yeah, that's really lucky in that case, right? Do you still play Battle Cats? Brother, I uploaded a Battle Cats video still like last week. Come on. Oh my god. Like, if I just stop like uploading, if I just don't upload Battle Cats for like a week, and people immediately like, oh, you stop Battle Cats. Like, come on, dude. I don't play the game every day. There's really nothing to play in Battle Cats right now anyways. But do you play it though? I still got the I play the 11th anniversary stuff. Like, just to get the rewards, that's it. If you get the frame wrong, it's a massive hint. It's not a main deck or not an X-Seat. Not an X-Seat? Wait, what do you mean not an X-Seat? I feel like what would be fucked up is if it's like a pendulum. They're gonna ask if you're still playing Battle Cats every Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream. I feel like that's the case. If you're here for Battle Cats and you missed out on what I talked about earlier this stream, I mentioned I will probably be streaming Battle Cats somewhere this weekend for the update review, because I wanted to talk about that. Getting frame wrong cuts off a massive card pool. I mean, getting the frame right also cuts off the, like a massive card pool, but you know. Alright, let's start. Let's select the card. What do I want to start with? I feel like it's pretty fucked up that they don't tell you if your attack or defense stats is like higher or lower. It just tells you if you're wrong, which is like, that's pretty messed up. Okay, it has to be a water monster. You know what? I could actually start with like Mermail. Or I could start, because Mermail is water, or I could start with like Tearlaman card. Delete the game actually again. I mean, I'm not to a point where I delete it. I still play it every once in a while. It'll be Abyss Gaios. Oh my god. I forgot Teardrop is water. Let's start with Tearlaman Kashtira, sure. I like that you have a +1, -1 here. Just to add and stuff. Alright. Let's try Tearlaman Kashtira. Yes. Okay, so card frame attribute. That's it. Okay. Fuck. So it's not psychic. That's all I get. It's not psychic, not 7. Oh my god, dude, this doesn't cut off anything. This does not help at all. This does not help at all. Main deck water that's not 7 or psychic. It's like, that's so much, dude. Look at this choices! How are you supposed to beat this, bro? Like, okay, it's an effect. Like, okay, here are our choices. Are you fucking kidding me? Use a hint. Do I want to use a hint now? I mean, I guess I kind of have to use a hint, don't I? Ugh. I just wish you can choose which one to, like, reveal. Because if you can, like, reveal the attack or defense, like that'll help a lot. But, sure. Oh! Okay, defense 1000. That probably will, like, cut a lot, right? Defense 1000. Oof, that's still a lot. They removed your rally from the game. Yeah, it's over now. No more dicey rally. Ooh, this is a lot. It's DDD Dimensional King Arc Crisis. It is not here. Do I want to sort by Pendulum is easy because it's a small number compared to effect monster. Yeah, but like, I mean, in that case, it's like, the thing about Pendulum is not that it cuts off a lot of things. The thing about Pendulum is that like it's like, when are you gonna match that card frame? Like, when are you gonna actually guess a Pendulum card frame? And like, which Pendulum card frame is it? You know. Can I sort by? I can't sort by. I wanted to sort by like type, if anything, if possible. You know. It's like, which type is like the most common, so that I can cut off like the most common type or something like that. I mean, the most common water type is probably like Aqua, right? Aqua have 13. Or it could be like Sea Serpent. Sea Serpent is only 5. Fish? 9 on fish. Which one would be the most common, actually? I have no idea. Venus 7. Let's just say Aqua. Cybers? No. Aqua's probably the most common one, right? Yeah, Aqua's probably the most common one. Let's say Aqua and see if it is, because if it is, it probably could like cut down a decent amount of aquas. The game specifically was... Oh. I've never heard of this game. How old is it? You've never heard of Yu-Gi-Oh? Or do you have not heard of Master Duel specifically? Try Mobius? I guess I could. I swear if it's like barrier statue. I should probably choose one that have like varying attack or something. 800, 800, 1000, 1000, 1000, 1000, 1000. Wow, well, there's a lot of them that are 1000 attack. Well, it's not level 7, right? Tirlungashtira is level 7. I guess if it's like... maybe I could choose like a level 4, because level 4 is also pretty common. Or like... yeah, I could choose one with like a common level as well. Yeah, there's a lot of like level 4, so... How about I choose... Barrier Statue of Torrent. Because level 4 seems pretty common. Alright, let's try this. Are you sick? Yeah, I am. It's pretty easy to tell, isn't it? My, I already said this earlier, but yeah, I will be clearing my throat a lot. Alright, Barrier Statue of Torrent. Let's see if this is it. Okay, so it is level 4. It's... okay. But it's not Aqua. Level 4, but not Aqua. That's still gonna be a lot. Level 4, not Aqua or Psychic. Oof, there's still 25. You get gems from Yu-Gi-Oh! To like hop on right now. It's not that much, and it's like really, it's pretty bad to play it. It's also not 1000 or 2300 attack, yeah. I mean, attack-wise, I guess 1000 defense does cut off a couple of these. Like, it cuts off like 2 of these, that's all. So the black eyes or red beard, that's it. Oh my gosh. A lot of these have the same attack, is the problem. So much of these have the same attack, so even if I get to like narrow down the attack, it's like, it's still gonna be kind of ass. Dragon, Sea Serpent, Machine, Spellcaster, Thunder, Spellcaster, Dragon, Dinosaur, Machine, Spellcaster, Fairy, Plant, Fish, Warrior, Fiend, Beast, Warrior, Dragon. There's a lot of dragons, huh? There's a lot of Fiends as well. Fiends and Dragons seems to be pretty common. There's 5 Fiends, 3 Dragons. What was it? There was like Sea Serpent? 2 Sea Serpents. I think Dragon's the most common one. Only one. Okay, let's try a Dragon one then. Because there's 5... Wait, no, not Dragon. What was it? Fiend? There's 5 Fiends that matches this. And 2 of these... There's 2 pairs that have the same attack. That's so ass. Ugh. What about Spellcaster? How many Spellcasters were there? There's 3 Spellcasters. So Fiend is still the most common one. If it's not Fiend, we can cut off like a decent amount. I think there's a lot of them that are also 1000 attack. So if it's not 1000 attack Fiend, I think we might be able to cut off like a lot of potential like choices. So both of these are Plunder Patrols. Isn't this the pot of greed meme from this game? Yes, basically. Alright, let's try with one of these then. Redbeard or Black Eyes. Sure, let's try this. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Okay, so it's not Fiend with 1000 attack. There's still so much, bro. Wait, what did I choose? Aqua, right? So it's not Fiend, Aqua, Psychic, and not 1000 attack? Oh my god, this doesn't help at all! There's still so much! There's still so much! Oh, and we're out of stuff, so... This fucking sucks, bro. This fucking sucks. We know it's not 1000 because of barrier session. Oh, right, fuck, I forgot about that. I already did that, yeah. Ah, well. That's so bad, bro. 3 try chance, yeah, Wordle in 3. Sorry, I only fuck guys who do Wordle in under 3 tries. The worst gambling I've ever seen. It's pretty bad. It's also not a pendulum. Yeah, but it's a bit weird because when you do like card frame effect, like pendulum still shows up. If you do the filter in here, like pendulum still shows up. So I wonder if it's like a mistake or I don't know, man. Back to the ladder. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I want to do. So aside from card decoder or Yu-Gi-Oh! Wordle, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel added one more thing. And that's a new solo mode. There's a new solo mode. Now, normally it's not really exciting. I mean, it's just new solo mode, right? Whatever. It's like, who cares about like these single player stuff? But if you remember, one of the last like single player stuff that they added in Master Duel was the Gigantic Sparkle. This training challenge thing. This actually introduces like some pretty actually helpful stuff for like the learning experience, because like the opponent actually have like the Biru, Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Imperm, and Tree Ash, and Maxi, which are like actually quite common meta cards. So they actually like teach you to play around this. So it's actually pretty interesting to see that like they're actually like upping their game in terms of like solo single player stuff. And in this new single player stuff, I haven't checked all of these, but I know it's like related to like the Ally of Justice story or whatever. But I went to take a peek on the so this is the last bot match, right? I went to take a peek on the last bot's deck, and if you look at here, it's a fucking Fiendsmith deck. They have the whole Fiendsmith line here. Fiendsmith's Requiem, Fiendsmith's Sequence, Actum Day. They have Abao Aku. They have Baron the Fleur, Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Fiendsmith, all of the Fiendsmith stuff are here. They have Snake Eyes. 2 Engraver, 1 Maxi, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and a Cult By. Like, holy. Also, 3 Veiler. Like, this is an actual deck. Like, this is just straight up a deck that you just see online. It's actually crazy. Does the bot know how to end board? Because it is kind of good. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen like any footages of like people running this deck or whatever. But like this is like this is Fabled's Fiendsmith. Fabled is, from what I understand, also kind of usually paired with Fiendsmith because of because of Fabled Lurie mostly. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Ally of Justice never had that in their attack against the worms in Duel Terminal. Yeah, I don't know when the Ally of Justice suddenly just like starts fighting Fiendsmith, but but also it's like it is a bit weird. I do wonder how this works because if you don't know, whenever I try to test stuff, I do whenever I try to test my deck, I always use this solo mode, this Mermail King one, because they also have like 2 maxis, by the way, 2 maxis, 3 Ash, Imperm, 2 Cult Dice, which is not legal. But it's like a decent amount of interruption, and they also can end on like Abyss Gaios, which is like basically Apophis. But there are times where they kind of just like set one and pass. But there are other times where they summon a bunch with like basically no negates in the end board. But there are other times where they also just end with like an Abyss Gaios, 2 Imperm set down, and a Cult by with an Ash in hand or something like that. So it's kind of varied. It's very varied. So I don't know if this Fiendsmith deck will also be able to run their deck, but we'll see. At least they also don't have Moon, yeah. So I successfully run Crooked Cook the other day. I did came across Crooked Cook at one point. Which is a bit unfortunate for them because I have a Skull Servant that is able to do piercing damage, so you know. I haven't checked what this one is actually. What is this? A 60 card deck. Oh, this one's actually Worm. this one's actually Worm. But Harpies, Featherstorm, Monster Reborn, Raigeki. Holy, this is the going second deck. Snake Rain, Grass, Lightning Storm, Ogodoic, Future Fusion. All right, let's just watch the scenario. Final showdown with the invasive species. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not remember like the storyline of the worms and the Ally of Justice and stuff. I guess a recap for anyone who just came in. I genuinely don't really remember, but from what I understand, there's like these like outer space threats called worms, and they're like a bunch of like factions starts to like, you know, like join forces together and whatever, and they use like this Gen X machine, old ancient machineries or whatever, and they start using those to like fight against the worms, but the Gen X are also like kind of abused or whatever. I don't really know, man. Just know that worms are bad guys, Gen X good guys, basically. There's like 15 different races versus space worms. Yeah, there's like a bunch of like different subplots against like the worms, but basically the main guys are like the Gen X and the worms, I think. The AI is dumb. They used Engraver to add track at Engraver. As fierce battles with the worms rage across the entire continent, the Gen X continue with their own struggles as well. As the fighting with the worms intensified, the Gen X begins a drastic transformation. The worms themselves were changing forms on a daily basis, and the Gen X responded through self-upgrades, evolving to become more directly combat-oriented. Meanwhile, Ally of Justice were in need of more powerful weapons. This is like, I guess Ally of Justice is kind of like the Justice League. The Justice League of Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, I need to blow my nose real quick, hold on. Oh, my nose is really stuffy. Hold on, give me a second. Ugh, okay. That's why it's plural, even though it's singular. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like basically the Justice League. They had recently developed remarkable new technology by analyzing W Nebula meteorite. Big dubs in the chat. Exemplifying this was the Ally Mine, which lent greater intelligence to their amassed armaments. This aside, Ally of Justice had another objective, building a new energy reactor. With a high output, high endurance reactor, they believed they would be able to reverse their current predicament. The result of their effort was the R reactor. However, it was strangely erratic and would not be an asset in the war without major improvements. Sometimes it would function as intended, only for its output to tank. It was also known to go completely out of control. We would gain the upper hand if we could complete it. It was not only the soldiers at the front who were immersed in the conflict. The R&D team were also moving mountains to assist them. It's pretty funny to go from like the crazy animations that we had on like the recent like Sky Striker and the SP Little Knight stuff, and now we go back to slideshow. We're back to PowerPoint. Let's go. Ally of Justice had been observing and investigating the Genex for some time. One day, an immobilized Genex with a broken leg was found by an investigator. Once approached, the Genex assumed an attacking position. Unafraid, the investigator inspected the damage and, taking an experimental approach, made repairs. Able to stand again unassisted, the Genex swiftly fled. Seeking to obtain more sample data, the investigator ended up performing various repairs on other damaged Genex. Sometime later, the investigator encountered the Genex about to stop functioning entirely. I think I know what this is. This is the water Genex, right? The one that you like discard to... The one that you discard to add a Genex, I think, or something? It would take more than the usual repairs to restore it. What about an energy reactor that Ally of Justice have in development? It's not finished yet, but perhaps it could make this Genex functional again. Genex Undyne, yeah, I think that's what it is. It's like you... If Undyne is like sent to the graveyard, you... Well, like you add a Genex or something? Or... I forgot. The Ally of Justice are machines that came through technological cooperation within Gen 1 dual terminal superpower. Oh, wait, are Ally of Justice the machines? Or are they like... Oh, I don't even remember anymore. Like, I didn't fully skip the entire story of the Ally of Justice stuff, but it's like, it's so long. So I kind of just skimmed through it. Like, I was just like, yeah, okay, so bad guy good guy kind of split apart, and then... like, came together to defeat the bad guys. Like, that's all I remember and stuff, you know? What does this have to do with Undertale? You know, it's one of the AUs. Undyne said an Aqua. Oh, I don't remember. Maybe it is, yeah. The transfer procedure was swiftly performed and the new reactor was transplanted. One night passed and it looked like the experiment had been a failure. But out of the blue, the Genex rose up and bolted out of the laboratory. Everybody's just running away. The R reactor gleaming brightly inside it had jolted back to life. This made the technicians realize something. The R reactor we made was indeed incomplete. Once inside the Genex, though, it was finally able to achieve full output without malfunctioning. The discovery prompted them to accelerate their R&D energy of energy weapons powered by the long-lived R reactors. At the same time, weaponized plan for Genex, the subject used in this experiment, was steadily being advanced. Cool. Mechanics, not mechanizing. Oh, I see. Worm Dimicles. One more scenario before we can finally get to the duel. Worm King. It looks like the amalgamase. Maybe it is. Maybe it is Undertale after all. And so Argenix came to be. I don't even remember which one Argenix is. After obtaining the R reactor and becoming Argenix, the group went on to achieve major victories in the war against the worms. They did not serve under Ally of Justice, but acted independently instead. However, as they fought side by side on the battlefield time and again, they began to see one another as dependable allies. Meanwhile, the worms also continued to evolve, and individuals with extremely high intelligence began to appear. They rallied vast swarms and advanced across multiple regions like an army, with their actions unified by superior beings acting as command centers. The worm forces pose an escalating threat. This change was likely the result of worms learning and imitating the tactics of an indigenous tribe over the course of the long war. But once they began operating strategically, their movements and appearances became somewhat predictable. As a result, their combined forces of Ally of Justice and the Argenix began to hold their own across the land. And eventually, the worm appearances became only sporadic. If they can be pinned down like this, maybe every worm could be driven off this planet. Some began to voice this somewhat optimistic view, but there were still plenty who questioned it. Then a researcher who had been independently examining a substance that had flown in from the worm's star system put forward a certain theory. The final stage of the worm infestation. If the worms multiply enough to blanket the entire planet, might they fuse together into a single entity, turning the planet itself into a new worm? That's pretty crazy. If that's the case, the planet-sized colossal worm may also join the invasion. Ally of Justice members were shaken to the core by this theory. If that's true, we will ultimately lose as things stand. We must begin preparation for the final battle at once. And so, Ally of Justice changed course. Rather than wasting strength to piecemeal deployments, a plan was drafted to build an ultimate weapon capable of annihilating the enemy with an overwhelming firepower. To support this massive project, production of other weapons was scaled back, and construction of a new colossal weapon began. At the same time, how do you spell this again? Reconnaissance? Reconnaissance? It's reconnaissance? Reconnaissance vehicles were also developed to predict where the worms would appear. Gen X! It was also decided that the control core of this ultimate superweapon would be equipped with Gen X controller. However, the unexpected behavior exhibited by the Ally of Justice Field Marshal in the previous battle raised concerns. Even if it ultimately saved life as many soldiers, breaking away from the chain of command in the front line is extremely dangerous. Reconnaissance? 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 These are two different words. For that reason, Ally of Justice engineers stripped decision-making capability from Gen X controller and streamlined its systems. Thus, construction of the decisive weapon steadily progressed, and the day of the final battle drew near. Get in the goddamn robot, Gen X controller! Let me mute again real quick, hold on. It's like the story of Undertale. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. When does Frisk get to like? When does Frisk get to have to like join a robot? The final showdown against the worm threat. Your opponent has considerable LP as worm monsters accumulate in the graveyard as Duel progresses. Wait, what? Your opponent has considerable LP, and as worms monsters accumulate in the graveyard as Duel progresses. What do you mean your opponent has considerable LP? We all have 8,000. What are you talking about? The attack of Psychic and Punisher increased based on the difference. Wait, we have Psychic and Punisher? Hold on. Oh shit, we do! Okay. This is a pretty cool card. I've seen this a couple of times in my duels, and I never was able to out this. I mean, I have like cards in my deck that outs this, but like I never have it in my hand whenever I fight this. But this is a pretty cool card where basically it's like it gets damage if your health is lower than your opponent, and this goes on like this is used a lot in a lot of cards and a lot of decks that like lowers your own health, which I've seen the most is Dinomorphia. Dinomorphia is a deck that like constantly cuts your own health by half. it just like keeps on like lowering your health over and over and over. But your own cards also gain strength based on how low your health is, or like some effects from their or like some effects are like basically better the lower your health is, or like the higher your opponent's health is. It's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to relearn this later on, but I'm just gonna go in with my loner deck and see what it is. Alright, you are going second. Might be for the best. I already saw like I saw their cards. It's a bunch of like board breakers, so 2 Ash and a Veiler. Okay, that's cool. What? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean 40,000 health? What is this? What do you mean 40,000 health? What the fuck? Judge? Hello? Judge? What do you mean by this? Considerable LP. Yeah, no fucking shit. I have to beat down 40,000 health? What the fuck? Oh my god, they weren't lying. They did say considerable LP. That is true. Holy moly. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually a terrifying duel then. Holy shit. I kind of have to get Psychic and Punisher as quickly as possible. Oh my god. Okay, what is this? Send 1 reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you have found you can special 1 reptile monster from the graveyard. I'm gonna let this through for now. Let's Sword Serpent. That's fine. Okay. End phase? Okay. I mean, I guess they gotta somehow balance the 40,000 damage somewhere, right? Imperm, okay. You can add a level 3 Gen X effect monster from your hand. I forgot how this works, but I basically normal summon. Do I normal summon Gen X controller? Level 4 Gen X monster. So Power Planner also works, right? And what Gen X controller do? So if I summon any of the Gen X, I'll be able to make Gen X controller. Discard this link summon, you can add 1 Gen X monster from your graveyard to your hand. If a Gen X monster is added to your hand, you can normal summon 1 Gen X monster. Right. So basically what I want to do is discard this summon, you can add 1 level 3 Gen X monster from your deck to your hand. And this is not once per turn. I guess it doesn't matter which one I do for now, right? For now, I guess I'll just do Power Planner. And add, let's say, this card's normal summon, you can add a level 2. You can return 1 phase of monster you control. You can send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. Add 1 Gen X controller from your deck to your hand. You can add level 2 Gen X controller. Activate Habakiri. I don't know about that. This game is the game is going in for a draw out. It does feel like it. God, they gave us Baron the Fleur too. That's pretty crazy. Melfi's. We have Melfi's here. Just make the link 1 and continue to put body on board. Yeah, but I'm also considering like which one do I want to end up with. Do I just want to end with like Psychic and Punisher and immediately go for it? But I guess it doesn't matter too much. You return 1 face of monster you control to the hand, special summon this card from your hand, but banish it and leave the field. You can add 1 level 2. You can send add 1 Gen X controller from your deck to your hand. How many Gen X controller do I have? I have 2. Okay, so this can still trigger. So let's do this. Repair Gen X. And then we begin the loop. We had Power Planner. This activates. We can now normal summon Undyne. Undyne activates. I can grab... Oh, right, I can send this. You can banish one genetic... Wait. Once per turn, you can banish one Genex monster from your graveyard. This card gains that monster's attribute. And if you banish a turn, you can treat this card as a tuner. If you control Genex Synchro monster, you can target 2 Genex monster in your graveyard, including this card. Add them to your hand. Once per turn, any card sent from your graveyard is banished instead. Okay, I think I want to do this, right? That's added, so now I can normal summon again. Summon Power Planner. Power Planner activate. Can now add... Okay, what do I want to make here? If I want to make like... If I want to... Do I just want to go straight into Psychic and Punisher? Because I absolutely can do that. I need a tuner in that case. You can return one face-up monster you control to the hand, so you summon this card from the hand, but banish at least the field. Level 2 Archenics Controller. What other cards are tuners here? This one's a tuner. This one's a tuner. Okay, if I want to make like a level 11, then I can do 9, 3, 3, 3, and 2. So let's do this. Let's do this. Normal summon Magma. Activate Magma. Grab. This card is normal summon. You can add level 4. This one's not a tuner. I see. Well, I mean, I can still. You can add one level 4. None of these are tuners, huh? Shit. If I do, I mean, I can make this a tune. This is a tuner, but this card in the field can be used at level 1, level 3 for the synchro summon of a Genetic Synchro monster. If I do this, I can add. What can I add? These two? This card's normal summon. You can add a level 1 Genex monster. There is a tuner for that. This card. If this card is added from your... But I wouldn't have space to summon it. Do they provide you with a synchro tuner? Doesn't seem like it. Wait. Wait, what? Oh, I mean, I guess Axel Synchro... Well, no, Axel Synchro would be... Should we just... I mean, yeah, there is no Synchro tuner. Axel Synchro should work. What does Axel Synchro do again? If this card Synchro Summon, you can special summon one level 2 or lower tuner from your graveyard, which I don't think I have. This one's not a tuner, right? Yeah, no. None of the cards that I have is a tuner. Well, no, normal Genex Controller is a tuner. But I wouldn't be able to... I wouldn't be able to summon it without stopping the loop. Okay, what was it? Axel Synchro? During the main phase, you can tribute this card, special summon one Stardust Dragon from your extra deck. Do I even have Stardust Dragon? I don't think they give me a Stardust Dragon. They do not give me Stardust Dragon. An Emancipator, Genex Ally. They did not give me... They did not give me it. You can restart by making the link 1 again, by bouncing it with the bird. Oh, can you? I mean, I already skipped the bird. I'm pretty sure I can't do it again, so... Ah, it's fine. I'll make do. This card's also when you can add a level 1 Gen X monster from your hand. You can banish 1 Gen X monster from your graveyard. This kind banish a tuner. You can banish 1 Gen X monster from your graveyard. This card gains that monster attribute. If you banish a tuner to activate, you can treat this card as tuner. You control a synchro Gen X monster. You target 2 Gen X monsters in your graveyard, including this card added to your hand. For the rest of the turn, any card sent to your graveyard is banished instead. You can add level 1 Gen X monster from your hand. Yeah, I can't do the bird. Well, Gen X controller is a tuner. Can I make... What can I make from here? I could just normal summon Gen X controller. Because it is a tuner. So 3. Oh no, I can make Psychic and Punisher. 3 and 2. Yeah. I can make Psychic and Punisher. Is there any other cards that I really want to do? Like right now, it really feels like I might as well just do Psychic and Punisher to get it over with as quickly as possible. Let's just make Psychic and Punisher, dude. Let's go. God, that design is so weird. I forgot how weird the design is. You can pay 1,000 target one monster you control and 1 card your opponent control, banish them. I do not really care about that, I feel like. I'm just gonna hit you, man. It's the battle phase. Activate a card effect? Hell yeah. Make this card gain attack equal to the difference in your LP and your opponent's. Wow. Holy moly. Those are some damage. Good lord. Kill him. 33, 8,000. Immediately down to 6,200 health. Fuck yeah. But now their health is lower, which does... that does kind of stinks, but like... Oh well. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. It is a bit unfortunate that they have lower health now, because this means that Psychic and Punisher is now vulnerable. Because Psychic and Punisher says that like while your LP is less or equal to your opponent, the Synchro Summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. So this means that if they have like Raigeki or whatever, it's just like this would just die. I was not expecting that huge of a health drain. I mean, yeah, it is like 40,000 health, but yeah, end phase. Draw your last pathetic card, and it's like Raigeki. Oh my god, yeah, I fucking knew it. Wait, what? Destroy all spells and traps? Oh, I mean, I guess that's fine. You know what? Fuck you, Ash Blossom. I probably should have Veilered, but whatever. It's probably better to Veiler, whatever. It's the end of main phase. I can still gain more damage. Okay, you are actually going to fucking die. Why did you even Lightning Storm spells and traps? Whatever. What the fuck? Psychic and Punisher is like vulnerable. Okay, well, I mean, I guess you're going to die. I'm not even gonna bother doing anything anymore. I'm just gonna kill you with 39,000 damage. GG's. Shake my hand. The bot ain't reading either, true. The bot probably just didn't really realize it, huh? Hello, Cario. Now, I do wonder, actually. I feel like my normal deck wouldn't actually be able to win against this. Because my whole Skull Servant deck... Why am I going first? My whole point of the Skull Servant deck is that I get to kill the enemy in one shot. I would not be able to do it here with 40,000 health in their freaking in there, man. Like there's just no way. Like I would deck out first. Chiron Rhinoheart. Let's do. I mean, if I do Chiron, no, let's do Rhinoheart. Rhinoheart. Let's send Halfness. Activate Halfness. And I guess in this case, I should probably do. I should play a little bit of a slow game in this case, right? Kid Colossus. Hit them for 30,000 per turn. If provided I don't get like Darkhold or something like that. I think I should just make Roll Colossus and be in with it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I should just make Roll Colossus. Because I don't want to mill too much. If I mill too much, I'm just gonna like die. Set Droplet and Reboot. And that's it. Oh my god, brother! My Reboot. Snake Rain, oh my gosh. Snake Rain is a pretty insane card. Heavy polymerization. Was it? The only monster you control is Worm Sex. You can special summon this card from your graveyard. If you do, remove it from play or remove the field. Oh, this is not once per turn. Okay, I should not negate this. Once per turn, select one monster in the field. Tribute one monster in control. Why are these being sent to the graveyard? Special summons can remove graveyard, but banish shouldn't leave the field. Okay, no, I shouldn't negate this because this one is just. This card is flipped face up. Select one face up monster you control or return it to its owner's hand. Ugh, that's annoying. Wallows. Wait, actually, when this card is flipped face up, select one face up monster your opponent controls and return it to its owner's hand. Ugh. That is very annoying. Just gonna set Follows down. Can't do much else, so. Then again, they're also like completely using up their freaking hand, so oh well. What? Flip, change all face up face on defense position except this card. Sure. Oh my god. Okay. This is gonna take a while. The AI really hates back row, yeah. I'm gonna die from getting beaten up. Oh. King of the Feral Imps? Isn't this card like banned? I thought this card's like banned. Destroy all face up in the field except reptile type worm monster. This card gains 500 attack for each reptile worm in your graveyard. Alright, buddy. Let this and pass. I feel like I should make like a different deck for this. Oh my god. You really did that for... Okay. What? Why didn't you summon... Okay. White making. Okay, that's a good one. Control no monsters or control no good banish or release the field. Also, you cannot special summon except reptile monster while this card is face up in the monster zone. Alright. Summon white baking. Don't die. They do have 40,000 health. I'm not sure if I can lift this, but we'll see. Do I want to do... Do I even want to use Curse of the Ancient Turtle? I mean, sorta. Yeah, sure. I feel like this might be bad in the long run, but... probably not too bad of a deal. Mill! Mill 7! Halfness. Oh, and Chiron. Do I wanna do tier again? I mean, yeah, sure, why the hell not? Let's just do only halfness for now. Oh, Kashtira's still in the graveyard. Oh, let's bring Chiron back. Kid Colossus. Let's just grab... let's grab halfness to the hand. Now... do I want to mill again? I kind of don't want to mill too much. I only have 18 cards left. And I have a feeling that I'm going to, like, deck out if I mill too much. Hey, if I mill too much, I actually will fucking deck out. I mean, I guess I don't have to use... Alright. Summon Kashtira. Let's just... send... let's just send 5. But let's not activate Kashtira's. Okay. Chiron's here. Let's do this. Let's do Roll Colossus. Roll Colossus. And now... do I wanna immediately go do this? Sure. Alright, let's bring out the king. The king is here! Alright, we got an 8,000 attack Boyo in the field. Hopefully this would be able to do a decent amount of dent to the opponents. And it's pretty crazy we're actually fighting someone with like 20 fucking thousand health still. Alright, let's end. So, oh, that's probably the thing, wasn't it? What was it? What did I set earlier? It was Supreme Seamer. What was it they got? This one, right? Worm Victory. Destroy all face-up monsters on the field except reptile-type worm monster. I don't have a good way to remove this. Wait, no, yes I do. I have SP Little Knight. Is that worth? Do I really want to SP this guy? Because if I do that, I wouldn't be able to get a direct attack. I feel like it's worth. I feel like it's worth. I should SP Little Knight this. I wouldn't be able to attack this turn, but at least my stuff wouldn't get killed. SP Little Knight, let's just banish. God, there's so much choices, this one. Oh, this is not it! If this card is face up during the end phase, draw 1 card. Oh, that's a different card than I expected. I mean, in that case... do I want to summon Supreme Seamer? I kinda don't. I think I wouldn't be able to attack right now, right? Yeah. That's probably fine, whatever. Oh my god. That is fine. They're not setting their Worm Victory? Why? I know what you have. Oh, this is a funny card. what I could do is that I could do more mills. I could do Supreme Seamare, make it Colossus, mill my whole deck. Would I be able to win this turn? I wonder. Because I know what card they have in hand. It's not... Victory is level 7. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that. Would I be able to win this turn with 2 kings? I feel like I might not. I might not be able to win this turn with 2 kings. It's like 16k, or maybe even like 20k. No, I feel like it's hard. I actually don't think I'll be able to win with king this turn. Do I even want to do like Supreme Seamare right now? I'm just gonna hit you. Let's not think too much. I'm just gonna hit you hard. There we go. We got 12k left, buddy. Oh my god. Oh, I do have an out for this actually. That's pretty funny. So my out is first. There's this new card that I added to my deck off stream. Shiranui style success. Special summon 1 zombie monster from your hand, but banish it when it leaves the field. But that's not what I use this for. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 zombie monster you control. That zombie monster is unaffected by card's effect this turn except its own. So, I actually have an out for this. First, I activate SP Little Knight by banishing SP and Rule Colossus. And then I chain Shiranui style success, banishing it from the graveyard, targeting my king. Now all of my cards are safe from destruction. SP Little Knight banish. Raigeki, boom, nothing happens. Fuck yeah. End phase, they're back. SP is back. Rule Colossus is back. Hell yeah. Okay, I don't need Super Poly. Alright, let's just kill him. We have enough for game. But let's go for a little bit of an overkill. Wait, this, let's make Kid Colossus again. Oh yeah, I forgot. You know what? Here, let me showcase you another card that I added to my deck. There's a reason why I have Finisterra Tower of the Necro World in my deck now. It's because I also now have this card in my extra deck. Egyptian God Slime! Yes, Egyptian God Slime is now in my deck. This is just testing. I haven't tested this online. I've only tested this offline. But Egyptian God Slime requires an aqua monster and a level 10 water monster. And level 10, that card earlier, this card, Finisterra Tower of the Necro World, is a zombie that is also a level 10 water monster. Finisterra also have a graveyard effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up card on the field. That card cannot be destroyed by card effects this turn. The problem, like on one hand, this seems cool because it's like, oh, you know, if you mill this, you could like protect your king or something like that. The problem with this is that most of the time when you're milling cards, king is not on the field. And this can only be activated when you just milled the card. Like, this is not like you can banish this card and then target a monster. That card can't be destroyed. No, this card says, like, if this card is sent to the graveyard, so it has to be activated at that time. So, the problem with this is that most of the time, I wouldn't have king on the field yet. I usually want to, like, have king on the field, like, as later as possible. So it's a bit awkward, I guess. But what I also noticed from this is that even if you can't like protect king with this, what this does help with a little bit is chain blocking. If there's a lot of like mills effect happening and one of the mill is Finisterra, you can use this to like chain block. So there's that at least. But aside from that, it's like, yeah, this is just for Egyptian God Slime. That's a slime. That's a slime. But yeah, I'm going to beat you up now. Go attack. Go, Rule Colossus attack. Go, Espilad Knight, hit them. Go, Egyptian God Slime, hit them. Go, King of the Skull Servant, beat him up. GG's, shook my hand. I was wondering what was that level 10 card in your hand. Yeah, that's what it is. It's literally just for Egyptian God Slime, and just a little extra, if possible. King of the Swamp or any fusion substitution can pretty much do the same thing. I don't think so. I thought I'm pretty sure King of the Swamp and stuff only replaces cards with names on them specifically. Like, because Egyptian God Slime says level 10 Aqua Water Monster, level 10 Water Monster, right? It says level 10 Water Monster, but I was actually reading up the rules for this. I was reading up the rules for this off stream, but I'm pretty sure King of the Swamp and any of like the fusion substitution, they say that it only specifically replaces fusion materials that specifically list out names of the fusion materials. So something that says like level 10 Water Monster, you can't substitute with that. I was using it for Dark World Fusion. Ah, okay. I did like check out a couple of other potential fusions that could work, but like a lot of them, I'm just not really sure if I can like. A lot of them feels like stuff that just kinda feels dead. Feels like a dead card, kinda. Like at the very least, this card is. At the very least, Finisterra is a zombie monster, so it can work with Curse of the Ancient Turtle, and is also have like the chain blocking thing, also have like the protection thing if I mill it. So there's like at least those. The others feels like there's a lot of like potentially this is just gonna be like a dead card, unless like I revolve my whole deck around it. Then like yeah, that could work. But like if it's just like a one-off thing, this feels like the best one-off that I got so far. Move is just a win more card. I don't know about win more, because there are a lot of times where like I got king on the field, but it's just like if I just have like one more protection, I would have won. There's a lot of duels online where it's kind of like that. It's just like if I can just have like one more interactions to protect my king or something along those lines. Like the reason why I have Egyptian God Slime is because Egyptian God Slime redirects all card effects to it, so it's also like a protection to my king in that way as well. God Slime funny, good enough to use. Yeah, it's just a card to have an extra protection on my king, or to kind of like, you know, at least waste an interaction for my opponent, if that makes sense. But yeah, obviously I could also just kind of use like Mud Dragon. Mud Dragon is also kind of like that, but like it's funnier this way. And also Mud Dragon, I don't know, man. I just think Egyptian God Slime is funny. Anyways, who wouldn't expect God Slime and Skull Servant? Exactly. Ooh, this is, I think I've seen this card. Isn't this like a worm fusion card? No, I think they have this card here, isn't there? Yeah, they have this card here. Worm 0. Oh, this is what they're talking about earlier, about like the whole worm like engulfing a planet or something, right? 2 or more reptile worm monsters. For each fusion material with a different name card used to fusion summon this card gains 500 attack, also gains these effects. Once per turn, you can select one reptile in your graveyard, special summon it in face down. You can remove from play one reptile monster from your graveyard, send one monster on the field to the graveyard. That's not once per turn, that's pretty funny. Once per turn, you can draw one card. Okay. Fusion summon one fusion monster using 3 or monster from your hand or field. You can also banish monster from your extra deck and material up to the number of monsters you're putting in trouble. You lose LP equivalent number of fusion summon. Is there only way to summon Worm 0 by using Future Fusion? And I guess Heavy Poly. But that's pretty funny. The World Destroyer has a card, apparently. That's a Future Fusion target, because you can mill their whole deck with it. Yeah, but Future Fusion now is like really slow, right? During your first standby phase after this card's activation, show one fusion monster in your extra deck and send the fusion material listed in your main deck to the graveyard. It is pretty funny that this basically just says, like, on the next standby phase, like, mill your whole deck. During your second standby phase after this card's activation, if you summon one fusion monster from your extra deck with the same name as the monster you showed, then target with this card destroy its target. Yeah. It's like much slower now, but like, yeah, I guess if you don't have an out of future fusion, they basically get to mill their whole deck for Worm 0, which is really funny. The worms don't really look like worms. They're like super hyper intelligent worms. Alright, let's see this. Wow. Just as Ally of Justice had expected, it appeared. Despair the tore upon space itself, Worm 0. It radiated a level of malice and terror far beyond any worm seen before. 0 continued to advance while scattering new worms, and everywhere it passed became a corrupted wasteland of death. Anticipating this, they completed the Super Dreadnought floating artillery platform Ally of Justice Decisive Armor just in time. Lying in wait along Zero's path, the moment the target entered effective range, it fired at maximum output. Pew! Just as the barrage was about to strike, for an instant, Zero's massive body seemed to waver. The shot had clearly landed, yet Zero remained unscathed. Could it possibly have evaded the shot by shifting dimensions? Excuse me? What do you mean by that? It's like some kind of dimension shifter? By the data sent in by the observation unit confirmed that this was indeed the case. Even so, the body was colossal. Wow, it really was some kind of dimension shifter. It may have shifted face for a moment, but Decisive Armor's shot still obliterated roughly 20% of Zero's mass. Zero's advance stopped, but then its surface bubbled ominously, and the spawn that spilled out tainted all their paths. That's disgusting. Ally of Justice immediately began preparing another shot. No matter how quickly they worked, preparation for a second bombardment would not be complete until morning. Meanwhile, the observation unit predicted that Zero would regenerate and begin moving again by then. From then on, both the indigenous tribe and the worms fought desperately, and the worms must have realized Decisive Armor was their enemy's ultimate weapon. From their corrupted land, the endless streams of worms welled up, surging towards the now cold and inert floating artillery weapon. In response, Ally of Justice deployed literally every weapon at its disposal, including its reserves. And even that wasn't enough, and the warriors of each tribe were mobilized to defend the Decisive Armor. Right. These are like the different tribes that are like joining in like the Ally of Justice stuff. And in the hope of delaying regeneration even a little, attacks against Zeros continued without respite. Then dawn broke. News that preparation for the second bombardment were complete reached Ally of Justice HQ almost simultaneously with a report that Zero started moving again. When Zero resumed its advance and entered effective range, a blinding light of beam was unleashed from Decisive Armor. Pew! At the same time, Zero once again rapidly seemed to lose its presence, and the barrage passed right through it as if it had struck an illusion before vanishing into the void. Into the void? This is just like last time! And in that moment, the frontline soldiers watching began to despair. Why didn't you think of something else? But what then pierced the newly materialized Zero was a shot carrying twice the light and the heat of the first. The beam struck true, piercing Zero's core. The Titan convulsed, then fell, melting away amid a low earth-shaking rumble. Some kind of rumble and tumble. Okay, so they fired like a fake shot, I guess. The first shot had come from the auxiliary cannon on Decisive Armor's two arms. Right, so it is a fake shot, I see. If that first shot finished it off, all the better. But if it was dodged the moment it rematerialized, it would be blasted through by the main cannon at maximum output. It was a two-step plan. Okay, so they weren't as dumb as I thought. I didn't realize Worm Zero has a skull design. I don't think so. I think the actual Worm Zero was like the melted goo one, right? I don't know where that skull one came from. Was it like... Was it an artwork specifically made for this? Because if it is, that would be kind of cool, I guess. The operation succeeded, but having expended all of its energy, Decisive Armor had fulfilled its role, never to be activated again. The success of the untested consecutive bombardment strategy was said to be nothing short of a miracle. Thus, the years-long battle against the worms finally came to an end. Oh, that's it? But there was still much to be done. Restoring the lost biosphere, purifying the corrupted land. Ah, this is where Fiendsmith comes in. Even after removing the threat, Ally of Justice struggle would continue. Yay! Okay, so this is where we get to fight Fiendsmith. Somehow Fiendsmith returns. Somehow Fiendsmith is here. Let me blow my nose again. Okay. Wait, actually, let me check. Scenario appearance card. Yeah, no, this is the only Worm Zero card, so... I guess the Skull Worm thing really was just like a one-off thing. So this is the big thing, Ally of Justice Decisive Armor. 1 tuner plus 2 non-tuner, that's a lot. Once per turn, I mean, I guess this shouldn't be that bad with like Genix. If your opponent controls a light monster, okay, you can activate one of these effects. Target one set card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Send one card from your hand to the graveyard, destroy all spells and traps. Send your entire hand to the graveyard, look at your opponent's hand, and send all light monster in their hand to the graveyard and inflict damage to opponent equal to the total attack of those monsters sent to the graveyard. What the fuck? This is not worth. This is not worth. What the fuck? There's a skull design in Worm Zero? Oh, I guess it is. It's just not as... I don't think it looks like this on the scenario, right? Like, it looks a bit more proper, I feel like, on the scenario. The Fiendsmith counter tech. True. Alright, let's try to fight Fiendsmith. Going second. I didn't know it was a Doki Doki simulator. What do you mean Doki Doki simulator? Salesman? What? Fabled Realm Revival. Oh god. Here comes the Fiendsmith combo. Fabled Crust. Fabled Gamachin. Oh god. Oh no. They're gonna do full Fiendsmith combo. Wait, why can't I do Effect Failure? Your opponent cannot target other Fabled Synchro monster you control with card effects. Oh, fuck. I see. Uh oh. Special summon one Fabled monster from your graveyard of banishment. Oh, guys, you know what this is? This is a Light Fiend! This is a Light Fiend! Uh-oh. Oh, that's not Fabled Flurry. Oh, wait. Oh, they... Okay. This is not Fiendsmith. This is a Light Fiend. They definitely could have gone a Fiendsmith route. Okay. Light Fiend alert. Okay, I guess they're not going Fiendsmith. What even is here? It's like your opponent cannot activate cards or effect when you synchro summon a Fabled Synchro monster. Ah, I see. You can send one Fabled if your Fabled monster attacks an opponent monster. If a card is sent from your hand to the graveyard, okay, there's no interactions here whatsoever. Awesome. Okay. Summon Power Planner. Oh my god, Imperm. Can I still continue with Birdman? Return one face of monster you control to the hand, especially someone discarded from your hand, but banish it and it leaves the field. It gains 500 attack of it. Return monster was within the hand. No, I can't do Gen X with this, right? Wait, no, yes I can. Yes I can. What does Sales Ban do again? Declare one card name for the rest of the turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or the effect of card with the same original name as its declared card. Oh, I see. It's not worth. It's not really worth now. Yeah, I can still do this. All right. They're playing a lot in one phase. This wasn't even that much. They definitely could have done full Fiendsmith. I don't know why they didn't do that. All right, let's do the Gen X loop. Add to hand. Add to hand trigger. Normal summon. Let's normal summon power again. This adds to hand. Sure, so normal summon you can send one monster at one Gen X controller from your hand. Add to hand. Add to hand means normal summon. Let's do Magma. Normal summon, add to hand. Add to hand means normal summon. Normal summon means add to hand. Add to hand means normal summon. Normal summon means add to hand. Add to hand means normal summon. Actually, wait, hold on. What do I want to normal summon? Shit, I'm actually not sure. None of these are tuners. I mean, Ally Birdman is a tuner. Here, one face of one special card from your hand, but that should leave the field. I guess I can normal summon Undyne and then use Birdman to continue. Actually, what do I even want to make? Normal summon means add to hand. Oh wait, no, this is not add to hand actually. Not yet at least. Send to the graveyard and then add to hand. But I can't normal summon anymore. Okay, what do I want to do here? I mean, I can do Psychic and Punisher again. No, I can't, because my health is still very much healthy. I can do Baron the Floor. Do I want to do Baron the Floor, or do I want to make... What do I even want to make? Let me check my extra deck again. Discard a special summon, you can target one face of monster to the field, return it to hand. If your opponent normal or special, you can return this card to the extra deck. Special summon one Melfi's Exceed from your extra deck. Do I even have another Melfi's Exceed? No, I don't. With this card is Synchro, you can target one machine added to your hand. Oh, another add to hand. If you have a spell or trap, you cannot normal summon it or a monster with its... Wait, what? If you have a spell or trap, you cannot normal summon or special summon it, a monster with its name for the rest of the turn. This card can attack while in face-up defense position. If it does, applies damage for... Oh, I see. I mean, I can make this and then continue my add-to-hand bullshit, right? Target one machine... Well, no, I can't. I mean, I can, but... I wouldn't be able to have a tuner. I mean, I guess I can if I just add a tuner, right? That's a very cutesy card for Yu-Gi-Oh! Melfi's? Yeah, Melfi's is interesting. They just had like new supports. You know a really cool card from Melfi's? Check this out. Melfi Mommy. Mommy? Sorry? Mommy? Sales ban sequence. I guess, well, I mean, I can't, because, like, they have to be that turn, right? Bot has 8k health. Do they want to die or something? Yeah, I don't know, right? Crazy. Okay, let's see. I can do this. So this is a level 3. What do I want to synchro exactly? I can do super heavy samurai. Target any number of face-up cards. Control. Return those targets to hand, then this card gains 500 for each card until the end of the turn. Oh, that's so funny. I see. One non-tuner water monster. Oh, that does work with this. Okay, okay. So this allows me to do my add-to-hand bullshit again. This card gains 500 attack for each card returned to hand by this effect until the end of this turn. Oh, that could be really funny. Alright, so let's try this. Try next to Light Birdman. Let's do suck this away. Summon this. And now let's do... My gosh, there's so much choices. Alright, let's do this. Whew! It's banished, but that's probably fine. Tiger King. And now, target any number of other face-up cards you control, return those targets to hand, and this card gains 500 attack for each card returned with this hand by the end of this effect. You can only special summon repair Gen X controller once per turn. Okay, I should not be bouncing this then, but I can bounce all other. Bounce this, this, and this. Nope, that's cool. And now, we're back on our bullshit. We can... normal summon... Magma! Which means... add to hand. Let's add tuning. Add to hand means normal summon. Let's add power planner. Normal summon power planner means add to hand level 3. Oh, this is not once per turn. Right. Let's grab another Birdman. Add to hand means normal summon. Normal summon. Level 3, level 4. What do I want to make? I guess I can make Baron. For this card synchro summon, you can treat one light or dark monster you control as tuner. Oh, I see. Monsters you control cannot be destroyed by that. I'm new here. May I ask, are you a Master Duel streamer? I mean, now I guess I am, sorta, but I'm mostly a Battle Cats guy, but I am kind of like on my Master Duel era, I guess. The green chat's on stream from Twitch. Yes, it is. Melfi Mommy is my main if I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Melfi is getting new supports that looks like pretty good, so... it's not in Master Duel yet. I don't think it's even out on like the TCG yet, but like... They have announced like a lot of like new Melfi cards, so you know, if you want to start playing now, who knows, by the time you get like comfortable by playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You might already get like the Melfi cards in Master Duel. Melfi Mommy versus DDD Super Dimensional Sovereign Emperor Zero Paradox. Melfi Mommy clears. Okay, what do I want to make? Do I just want to make Baron the Floor? I can also do super heavy samurai. With just go single summon, you can target one machine monster in the graveyard added to your hand. Which is level 5. Level 5. So I need a level 2, I guess. Okay. Summon this. Grab. This will grab another turbo. And now I can normal summon Gen X controller, I guess. And now we do... Wait, what? Wait, did I fuck up? No, it's level 5. Okay, no, it's fine. Level 5. And I need this on my defense position, from what I understand, because it can attack while defense. You target one machine monster in your graveyard and enter your hand. If you have a spell or trap in your graveyard, you can normal summon. I do not have a spell or trap, so I can do this. Then I can grab. I think I'm gonna grab controller. Add to hand means I get to normal summon again. My god, I have so much cards in my hand. Actually, how do I do this? I feel like I fucked up a little bit, actually. Because now I don't think I can do Baron. Yeah, I don't think I can do Baron now. Shit. And none of these are tuners. I mean, I guess I can pivot to like Chaos Angel, I guess. I don't think I can make... No, I don't think I can make it. Because the level is like too low. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Scores attack and defense. What? Okay. What can I even make? Like, I can... During your main phase, you control the Gen X monster. You can special summon this card immediately after this effect resolve. You can synchro summon one Gen X. One Gen X synchro monster, specifically Gen X. This card in the field can be treated as level 1 or 3 when used for a synchro summon for a Gen X. Arms of Gen X return 0. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can banish one monster from your graveyard with the same attribute and negate the activation. You can target up to 6 Gen X monsters with different attributes that are banished or in the graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck, then you can destroy that many cards in the spell or trap zone. I mean, even if this is like 3, I still would not be able to do much. The only thing I can do is like level 7, I guess. So I guess Dragster really is like the only thing that I can make. I mean, I guess I can do Melfi's. Target one face-up monster in the field, return it to hand. Which I guess does allow me to do my bullshit again, but... Sure. Alright, let's make Melfi's. Fee! Merry Melfi's! Target one face-up monster in the field, return it to it. This one specifically says... If a Gen X monster is added to your hand, right, then I can normal summon. Can I make Baron the Fleur with... 4-3-3. Yeah, I can do 4-3-3. Okay, so let's do this. Summon, use this again. And... summon... Magma. Do this again. Grab... whatever. And then normal summon Birdman, because Birdman is a tuner. Okay. Now we can make Baron the Floor with this. Hell yeah. Oh, that took a lot of time to make Baron the Floor. Fuck yeah. That's the first time I actually make Baron the Floor. Okay. I don't think I have game. No, I definitely do not have game. Your opponent can activate most person you can discard one favor activate one of these effects. What do I even want to destroy here? I think I just want to destroy one of the spells. If your favorite monster attacks an opponent monster and you have less card in your hand than your opponent, your monster gains attack equal to the difference of the number of cards times 200 during damage calculation. When this card is activated, your opponent can activate this card. Once per turn, you can discard one Fabled, activate one of these effects, draw one special summon one Fabled monster from your graveyard or banishment. Oh, that seems pretty bad. I think I will destroy that. Okay, now I'm just gonna attack. Gen X controller, attack that. Now everybody else just attack everything. Hit that one. You hit that one. You hit that one. That looks so cursed. Attacking and defense looks so fucking cursed, dude. Okay, main 2, I have... How many cards I have? I have 8. I have 8 cards in hand. I guess I'll enter and I still have to discard something. I guess I'll discard this. I don't need 2 of these. Draw your last pathetic card. Oh, once per turn you can target one level 9 monster, return this card and reduce special summon that monster. What does it say? Resolve card effect. Target one level 9 monster in your graveyard? Do I have a level 9 monster in my graveyard? What? Oh, level 9 or lower. No, I do not want that. No. Fabled Blurry! Oh my god, this is actually gonna be Fiendsmith time. It's the end of... What are you doing? Oh, because of this. Fuck, I forgot about that. It's fine. You're still gonna fucking die, bro. Why aren't you doing Fiendsmith? I'm going to kill this, actually. Why are you not doing Fiendsmith? I'm just gonna beat you up. No idea why you're not doing Fiendsmith, but die. Axel Stardust to summon a 2-9 from grave. Apparently don't need to be that complex. They just refuse to do Fiendsmith for some reason. Bots accepted their fate. I mean, I guess they just saw Baron the floor and just gave up. Just like, you know what? Maybe they are just like a real life player after all. They saw Baron the floor and just like surrendered. I'm still not sure how... I'm still not sure how Fabled Fiendsmith somehow correlates to the Ally of Justice. Alright, let's beat this up with Skull Servants. Okay, it's a bit of a weird hand, but I can work with this. It's gonna be like fucking Cult by or Imperm or some shit. Foolish, okay. You know what? Let's start with Foolish. No Ash, okay. White Baking. White Baking? Cult by! Oh my god, that's so bad. You have 1 Cult by, right? That's crazy, you just drew that. That's actually really messed up. You are a light monster, so I can't actually super poly you. Sure. What do you have response to that? I can't actually do much here. Yeah, I actually can't do much here with White Baking. White Baking was like very much essential for my plans. Yeah, I actually can't do anything here. I actually can't do anything. This is really bad. Sure. Considering super polying them, but it's probably not worth right now. Oh! They're doing Fiendsmith? Oh, fuck, here we go. Tribute this card's based on one Fiend Smith from hand or deck. You know what? I just want to see what you do. Wait, what? Oh, you're just going straight to sequence? Wait, what can you even do? Okay, no, I am curious what you can do here. Lacrima. Okay. To the Linktree Fiendsmith? Actum Day? That's fine. What is this again? Target one light non-linked fiend monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. If you do, equip it to discard to an equip spell. The equip monster gains 600 attack. The equip monster attacks the defense position, inflicts piercing damage. That's fine. Come to this monster, give it 600 attack. Can't do much about that. Set another one, okay. Whoa, I just need white baking to resolve, please. Please allow me to resolve white baking. That's all I want. Okay, thank you. So, grab this. Grab this. And send this. And then we send this. And this. This is a light monster. Okay, activate White Lord. 7 cards. I see Halfness. Ooh, Halfness and Finisterre. Branded and Dark Lord in 2 weeks. Branded? There's new branded stuff? Fables are also light like the worms. Ah. Are they related somehow? Is Fiendsmith somehow the new worm? That's crazy. Okay, I can make Kid Colossus, right? I can only protect the opponent's cards, which is pretty funny. I mean, I'm not planning to kill them, kill their back row, so it's fine. Okay, so Kid Colossus. Please resolve. I need this to resolve. Oh my god, a second imperm. If I do Droplet... if I do Droplet, the Kid Colossus wouldn't trigger. Would that be worth? But I would still be able to send something to the graveyard. Huh. Or add to hand. Shit, I'm not sure actually. I feel like it's worth. Send that to dodge. Engraver, Worm, Sex, Lost Siblings. Yeah, that sounds about right. Reduce that. And now... I guess I can send Shiren to then fuse with, what, Finisterre for Egyptian God Slime? The other choice, I guess, would be like Rulkalos. Ooh, I can also add Shiren to hand, normal summon it with Fualos. Well, not normal summon it, special summon it by discarding Fualos. Which will mill 3, but that's... I'm not sure if I'll mill anything super useful. Wait, hold on. It's probably fine. Alright, let's do God Slime. Egyptian God Slime! And now let's do... I don't think I have King and... Yeah, I don't have King here. But I do have Curse of the Ancient Turtle, which means that I can do... Okay, so there's several things that I can do. I can either special summon Princess, crash it, trigger Curse of the Ancient Turtle to summon King, or I can... Wait, why is Egyptian God Slime, like, not affected by... Oh, wait, because, right, because it's Droplet. Forgot about that. I forgot my own effects. I can either do that, crash here, then I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 health King, 7,000 damage King, which does not kill, funnily enough. Or I could get Princess out and then Super Poly. It's a bit unfortunate that it doesn't kill. Whatever. That's pretty much my best shot. Summon this. Yeah, I can do Super Poly to then... Oh wait, if I have two kings... Wait, if I have two kings, how much damage do I do if I have two kings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so... No, it's 7 because of White Princess, right? White Princess makes it 7. So if I crash into one, it'll be 4k each? That would be enough. That would be enough damage. Okay, banish this and this. Summon King of the Skull Servants, depending on what this face down is. If this is another Imperm, I could be fucked, but... Alright, battle phase. Crash. It's fine. Summon from the graveyard. Well, not from the graveyard, from the deck. Second copy of King of the Skull Servants. Well, no. If this is Imperm, you wouldn't be able to target it because I have Egyptian God Slime. Okay, Egyptian God Slime, kill this guy. Oh my god, brother. I should have Super Polied you. That's fucked up. I should have Super Polied your ass. That's crazy. I shouldn't have let you combo. I thought it would be funny to let you combo, but I guess not. I can still... Do I want to get rid of my king for SP Little Knight? Because I can absolutely do that. It just says can't be destroyed by battle, right? So I can SP Little Knight you, but that would kill one of my kings and one of my God Slimes, but I feel like that's worth. SP Little Knight! Banish this guy! Get out of here. Oh my god! Wait, what? What does that say again? Fusion summon one fusion Fiendsmith using monsters you control and or monsters in your spell which try to equip Fiendsmith equip spell as material. What are your fusion Fiendsmith Engraver plus 2 Light Fiend monster? 2 Light Fiend monster, 1 Fiendsmith fusion monster, and 1 fusion or link monster. I can still banish Lacrima, but then it'll return next turn. I mean, it's better doing this than never, I suppose. Oh well. Effect oh my god, you're a bitch. That's insane. Fiendsmith's Rextremend. Oh my god, that's crazy. Unaffected by cards except Fiendsmith well equipped with a Fiendsmith. Discard fusion someone you can discard one send well okay, you can't do that. This card is sent to the graveyard, retire one other Fiendsmith card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, there's not much I can do. I mean, I can do like... I could do like Zeal of Tonia, but like right now, not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I just hope that they summon a light monster. Discard the field grab. I can do SP Little Knight. I mean, yeah, I need to, right? Because this gets unaffected by card effects as a Fiendsmith while equipped with a Fiendsmith. So I have to do this. I have to banish it. Set a card. Okay. White Lord. Is this a quick effect? It's not. Okay, the equip is not a quick effect. Okay. So... I could... Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Mill 6! Ooh, I see Halfness. And Kashtira. Okay, this should be the end. Hopefully. This should be it. Halfness summon Kaleidoheart. Oh my god, I can use Egyptian God Slime as material. Right. Because it's also an Aqua Fusion, right. Let's get Kid Kaloss back and Rhinoheart. Kaleidoheart! Okay. Kaleidoheart... Funnily enough... Okay, unaffected by Fiendsmith... unaffected by cards except Fiendsmith. Discard the Fusion Stone. Discard send it to the graveyard. Target one other Fiendsmith card in your graveyard or banishment. Add it to your hand. So I can either bounce this or I can bounce this. I feel like... This is probably nothing. This might just be like Ash or something that they just set because I don't have any other place. So I'm gonna bounce this. Okay. Now... Do I have another king in my graveyard? Yes, I do. Okay, so... Mezuki. Summon a second king! Alright, this should hopefully be game. I have a feeling this is Ash, so I'm gonna attack with Kaleidoheart. Oh my god, it is actually Ash! It's a good thing I did not bounce that Ash. Alright. King 1, attack. King 2, attack. GG, shake my hand. That's pretty fucked up. That's actually kind of scary. But also at the same time, they went in on like the Fiendsmith combo kind of late for some reason. Alright, GG's, that's pretty cool. I've never seen Kiri resolve like that. How is it supposed to be? I don't know. I feel like pure Fiendsmith is so rare. Like I fought like... I'm pretty sure I fought like that Fusion Fiendsmith like once. But pretty much every other Fiendsmith I see always just ends on, like, you know, DD High King, Wave Caesar, or whatever it's called. I came in live and the first thing I hear is Egyptian God Slime. No, it's Egyptian God Slime. Yeah. Super Poly. No, Super Poly. I don't think I have anything that can Super Poly like the opponent's card, except for White Princess. Like Super Poly would only Super Poly like my own cards, which would be like what, like Starving Venom, which is like, yeah, that's neat, but whatever. Complete. All right, last story. The indigenous tribe rejoiced as the worms were eradicated, but the celebration was short-lived. Suddenly, fucking Fiendsmith appears, a light Fiend monster appeared, and they do a full Fiendsmith combo. It's crazy. The oh my god, it actually... How does this lead to... How does this actually lead to fucking Fabled Fiendsmith? What the fuck? That's insane. They're like... Ah, the worms was just the one step of the plan. Next, they'll have to fight a full Fiendsmith combo. They saw someone discard Fabled Lurie, and they knew they fucked up, as the opponent immediately made DD High King Wave Caesar. The Fabled who had observed the final battle with the worms from the sidelines finally began their invasion in earnest, with the Fabled Beast at their side. As they prepared to confront the Fabled once more, Ally of Justice no longer possessed sufficient firepower. Most of their ordnance had been lost in their previous decisive battle. After the long war against the worms, they had no funds or resources to spare. Given the circumstances, the design of new weapons had to be fundamentally reworked. Instead of the massive weapon of the old, the next generation was designed with improved handling in mind and made more compact, aka guns. But tricking them was pointless if the output was reduced. They needed the firepower of the previous generation mounted on a compact frame. It was the existence of Genix and Argenix that made it all possible. The frames built by Ally of Justice were powered by Argenix, integrated with the R reactor, with a modified Genix installed as the control core, and this somehow leads to Baron the Fleur. The long-conceived Genix weaponization plan was put into action, and a dedicated division was established. At the same time this plan begins, the Mist Valley, which had once left Ally of Justice due to the scheme of the Fabled, was also asked to cooperate. After persistent persuasion from the Ice Barrier, oh my god, Mist Valley agreed. Engineers were dispatched once more. Thus, plans uniting the four tribes once more were succeeded, and Genix Ally was born. It's literally a controller. Based on Genix Ally, based on what? Oh, that's why. Oh, I see. So that's what the Genix Ally stuff are. Oh, I see. Based on Genix Ally prototypes, units reflecting each tribe unique traits in vivid detail were also produced. Oh, I see. Okay, that's kind of cool in terms of lore. In addition, the tribes shared their technologies with one another and joint development moved forward. As a result, Genix Ally Tri-Arm and Genix Ally Tri-Force were completed and deployed to the front lines. In the battle against the Fabled, they fought alongside other Genix Ally to achieve victories across the land. And their struggle will continue until every threat on the land is eliminated. Until finally, they had to stop fucking resolving fucking Fiendsmith sequence. Alright, that's it. GG's. That's so funny to just go from like, yeah, the worms threat from the outer space into, yeah, we have to fight fucking Fiendsmith. Yeah, they discarded Fabled Lurie and they made Fiendsmith's Requiem. That's crazy. Let me blow my nose again. Hold on. And let me get a drink. Believe it or not, as convoluted as it is, it all makes sense and there are no ass pulls. I think there was like Fabled in like the previous scenarios too, so I guess I believe it. Wasn't it here? I forgot which one was it. But I'm pretty sure there was like some Fabled stuff before. God, I forgot that the Churia Beast is also here. That's fucked up. Sealed Deities is the Fabled Gate. Sealed Deities. Oh yeah, yeah. There was like a guy that like, yeah, this guy like talks to you in the solo mode, yeah. Right, yeah, Fabled Leviathan. And then we're getting floodgated by Winda because Shados was also part of the Duel terminal somehow. That's crazy. Cuff is Uno reverse card? What do you mean by that? It'll be really funny if they make a cool tune deck with Wonder Rose Whip. That's fucked up, bro. It's also, I don't know, it's kind of funny that it's like, yeah, I mean, Fabled was there, so it makes sense for Fabled to be here as well, I suppose. But then it's just like, surprise, Fiendsmith. It's like, of course, it's fucking Fiendsmith out of nowhere. Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool to just have another deck that I can test my deck on. Like, that was actually a pretty decent proper fight. Well, sort of. I could have actually like stopped them early, but like I could have kind of stopped them, stopped their combo early, but it's like if that were to happen, then yeah, that's cool. It's cool. How long have I been playing? I've been playing for 2 hours. Jesus, I'm actually low key exhausted already. I mean, I am kind of sick, but. I also kind of want to play at least once. Let's play online. At least let's play online once. I shouldn't be playing for too long, because I am still sick, but... Use the 40k health one for testing? I don't think it's a good test. Like, that one... That one's just kind of like long, but the deck is like really bad. Ooh, this is a pretty good hand. Super Poly 1/1 Rhino Heart Halfness. What do you mean end phase? Another Rhino Heart. What, did you just bricked or something? What happened? 1/1? Or you just have full hand traps? Max C, of course. I suppose that's fine. Is that white baking? I see no response to that yet, so no Ash yet. Do you just... I mean, if you brick, I get it, but you also don't have Ash despite bricking? What is this? And also seemingly no, what's his name either? What's his name? I suddenly forgot. The Bestial. Or maybe you do? Oh, you heck a hand. Okay. If the card is added, you can switch to summon this card from your hand. Okay. Okay. Target one monster on your opponent grave, especially when the field weapon actually leaves the field. I don't mind that, I suppose. That also will trigger my halfness, which I guess lets you draw a card, but whatever. Of course they draw the one-off. Is this a one-off? I mean, they have like a bunch of cards in hand anyway, so I guess that's fine. Halfness. I do have Super Poly if they decide to do anything weird. Okay. What does this do exactly? Okay, normal summon Rhinoheart. Oh, now you have Veiler, okay. I could actually Super Poly, right? Yeah, I could actually Super Poly to dodge this. Do I want to do that? Do I want to Super Poly to dodge? Is it worth the Super Poly to dodge? Because I feel like I can still probably win even if I just... sure. Kid Colossus. Okay, so Kid Colossus can to send to the graveyard. Oof. This is a bit weird. Take one tournament card from your deck, then add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Send me fusion. I kind of don't want a fusion, I don't think. This is dark. I kind of don't want a fusion. Add this to hand. Do you have Droll and Lockbird? Of course. I think that's fine. I don't think I'm adding much cards in my hand anymore. Oh right, you're stopping your own maxi. Okay, that's good. Let's do this and do this. Ooh, I see something funny there. I see Finisterra. Let's summon... Oh, do I... I mean, I can do Kaleido Heart, I suppose. Like, that's probably, like, the right answer. Wait. Oh, it is actually. Hold on, I see. Yes, I see. First, Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart bounces to... Was it to deck or to hand? It's to deck. I guess that's fine. Spawns my own Lady in White. Oh, that's banished. Fuck, I forgot about that. Ah, whatever. Mill 10. Okay. Now... Summon King. Oh, I only have one King, huh? That's kinda... It's kinda doo-doo. Did they... Mill... Yes, I mill Shirano with stall success. Okay, that's good. So if they... like... Oh wait, does this one... Wait, what? Oh, neither can be destroyed by... I forgot to do the... I forgot to do the... I forgot to do Pentastag. I should have done Pentastag. I forgot to do Pentastag! Ah. Okay, that's fine. I forgot to do Pentastag! Okay, whatever. If I done Pentastag, I could have won. Super Poly, okay, fine. Probably King and Linkuribo. Yeah. Starving Venom. Okay, Lava Golem. We can't normal summon with that, right? Okay. Fusion, okay. Tree cards. Hekahen Xeno. When your opponent activates a spell or trap. Okay. It's fine. Oh my god, Gorgon? If they get Gorgon, that would be crazy. Oh my god, that's pretty fucked up. Oh my god, of course they got Gorgon. It's like the one card that could actually fucking kill me. Yeah, but you have everything. That's crazy. Is this enough for game? I think it is. Oh, not quite. Not quite. See, okay. What did they set? They set the Yellow Hekahan when your opponent activates a spell or trap. And this one doesn't have a quick effect. This one does have a quick effect, but like I can't think of anything that would like... Does anything have a graveyard effect? Cannot be destroyed by battle or monster effects. Okay. Then I can still kill you. Haggard Lizard... Egyptian God Slime! Wait, why can't they... Wait, why can't they summon Egyptian God Slime? Anyways, you can't die, but you're still taking damage. Die. GG's. That was a weird-ass battle, but it works out in the end. I definitely could have finished him off with Pentastack, but I didn't notice that it can't be destroyed by battle. Why couldn't they summon it, actually? Does, is it just because, like... Wait, does it say, like, it must be fusion summon? Is that why? Egyptian God Slime. Yeah, must either be fusion summoned. Okay, yeah. I guess they can't summon it because it must be fusion summoned. And they can't summon Lizardos because there's no link. There's no place to summon the link. That's probably what it is. That's pretty funny. I'm the plasma guy. I can't remember if I cleared up what I meant the other stream. Plasma guy? Oh, right. Yeah. What? So did you figure out? Did you figure out what plasma was? You just sound like a house bum. My throat is fucked up right now. Okay, give me a break. My fucked up throat is being like not great right now. Getting Gorgon would be pretty crazy, huh? Yeah. Like, what other card would be crazy to grab? I guess they could have grabbed Starving Venom. That could also be pretty fucked up. Starving Venom... Garuda could also potentially, like, kill me, or... funnily enough, Haggard Lizardos could actually potentially kill me as well. Zombie Vampire... maybe not. I mean, Kaleido Heart? Maybe not Kaleido Heart, actually. Well, I mean, no, Kaleido Heart's already in my graveyard, right? Yeah. You sound kind of sick, actually, true. Right, I think that's enough duels for today. I do kind of want to do more duels, but like I really should rest up. But I do kind of want to do more duels though. But I also really should rest up. But I kind of want to do more duels though. But I also should really rest up. Ugh. But I really want to do more duels though. I really need to do something about this deck. It still feels like there's too much bricks. Well, I mean, I feel like that's part of Skull Servant. It kind of needs the bricks to work. But also, I don't know. Play today's Wordle cats. I already do like Yu-Gi-Oh's Wordles. Maybe I can take away one of the Perulias. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. One more duel. Just one more. Okay. I get to choose going second. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you set a card, and your turn, watch your opponent kill you in one turn, true. Okay. White Baking Lady and White Mizuki, Curse of the Ancient Turtle. That's not too bad. Toy box. Ugh. Add one time to tribute this monster special one level 6 monster and official toy box to get special Magician Souls. Ugh, right. Shining Sark, huh? They have a 60 card deck as well, okay. Is 60 card deck normal in fucking like Dark Magician's Shining Sark? If you activate it, Gandora G. Dark Magician, Magician's Girl's Apprentice. God, this name is so long. Shining Sark. If your opponent wishes to summon a monster from your graveyard, you can discard one spell, target one of those monsters, send it to the graveyard. You can add one card from your access Shining Sark. Another one, huh? Magician, Magician of Black Magic. Gandora G. God, Gandora G is so cool. Magician of Destruction, I assume. There we go. Are you gonna goon? Soul Servant? Dark Magician, except Soul Servant. The ring and maintains you can banish this card from your graveyard, draw equal number of Palladium, Dark Magician, or Dark Magician Girl with never running your field in graveyard. That's pretty nutty. Oh, that's only one. Okay. Oh, because this one isn't Dark Magician Girl. Timaeus. Fusion Summon. Okay. Is this just Dragoon? Are you just gooning? No? Chaos Angel. Secret monster you control are unaffected. Monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Should be used for a synchro summon. Does use light and dark, so okay. Monster from your hand or field, including a spellcaster monster. No, it probably isn't Dragoon, right? Because there's no red eyes. Wait, no. I think Dragoon allows for normal dragon. Oh, I see. Goddess of Third Eye. Okay, so you do have Goon. Well, you're both dark. Okay. I can get rid of these. The problem is if there's more. What? Secretarian Dragon? When you control this fusion summon card, your opponent can activate the effects of special summon dragon or spellcaster monster they control. What? Special summon one, place the other at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What? Gandora G's back. Oh, this is not once per turn. I just realized that. So you can do that again? Banishing a level 1/6 higher dark spellcaster monster you control. Monster control cannot be destroyed by battle. Did they fuck up? They fuck up? No? IP Masquerade. What? What do you... Are you not gonna summon your Dragoon? What happened to your Dragoon? What happened to your Dragoon? What? What? Your... What about your Dragoon? What? Am I missing something? How are you supposed to summon? Can you even summon something from? No, how do you? What? When you control this feature, your opponent can activate special summon dragon monster. Wouldn't be surprised if they ended low on time. That might be the case, yeah. Alright, well, sorry about this. Super polymerization. Wait, actually, do I do Mud Dragon instead of... No, Mud Dragon is a dragon. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of special summon of dragon or spellcaster monster they control. I think it's actually better to do Mud Dragon, because Mud Dragon, funnily enough, is not a dragon. Okay, let me think of what to do here. I just need to hope that they don't have Ash. Okay, it doesn't seem like they do. But Shining Sark... No, I need to get... I need to get Mizuki to the graveyard. Or maybe I don't. Let's see here. Let's do this and this. Haggard Lizardos. White Lord. 9 cards. Okay. Shiren. Kid Colossus. Okay, Kid Colossus, grab Shiren again. Now with this, can do Shiren, summon, discard Mizuki. Kid Colossus, mill more. Wait, I fucked up. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Let's do this, and do this. This is a bit overkill, but like, whatever. Wait, you have respawn? Oh, Shining Sark. Okay, no, that's you've wasted your Shining Sark, but that's fine, I suppose. That's definitely a wasted Shining Sark. Unless this has something in... No, this does not have a graveyard effect. Shining Sark is once per turn, right? You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay. Send Halfness. Oof. Okay, that's awesome. Halfness and then Kashtira. Halfness! Summon! Summon out of fucking nowhere! Egyptian God Slime! Really unneeded, but you know. Alright, now... Summon White Lord. It's finally time! The King! Also, let me use Haggard Lizardos to banish Fua. And do that. There we go. Alright, time to die. GG's. 10,000 damage! Yeah, this is a bit of a win more, but like... I'm sure... Okay, well, to be fair, these duels aren't really, like, that close. I also have no idea why they they get rid of Dragoon. I guess they probably were like running out of time. They probably were running out of time. Because it just makes no sense to put Dragoon to the graveyard. They probably were just panicking, which is a bit unfortunate. But even if they have Dragoon, in fairness, even if they have Dragoon, I would just Super Poly IP Masquerada and I would just Super Poly the IP and Dragoon anyway, since they're both darks. So, you know. They definitely could have ended on like a better board, but oh well. Dragoon will come back with IP? How does that work? Dragoon can come back with IP? What would they... What would they link? Can they even do that? You can only summon it once per turn. Oh, can you? I assume you're talking about Magician of Destruction, right? IP link it to Celine? I don't think so. Wait, who's Celine? They would need to make Abao. Oh, well, I don't remember which one's Celine or Abao, but they definitely cannot make that. They can only make Predaplant and SP, you know. Celine would revive it. Who's Celine? Hold on, let me check. It wouldn't have mattered. It might not have mattered that much. Celine. I assume it's not Celine Snapper. Celine, Queen of the Master of Magician. This card is Link Summon. Play spell counter. Once per turn during the main phase, quick effect. You're going to remove 3 spell counters, which is summon 1 spellcaster monster from your hand or graveyard. 3 spell counter. Play spell counter in this card equal to the number of spells on the field and in the graveyard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess they could have done that, huh? Yeah, but they don't have that on the they don't have that on. It's a bit of a weird roundabout way of doing it, but yeah. Yeah, they definitely could have done. They could have done that if they have that on the deck, but they don't even have that on the deck, so they probably just ran out of time. Can we do well? I promise to not stream snipe. I think I'm done for today. You stream too? I thought you just made amazing videos. Yes, I do. Looking forward to more peak, hell yeah. They did not have the materials for Celine regardless. What is Celine material? 2 monsters including a spellcaster. Don't they have, what, like Chaos Angel or something like that? Or was that not a spellcaster? What was a Dragon Fiend Cybers? Oh, okay. Chaos Angel is a fiend, I assume. Just use the bot for testing, true. I saw Evil Eye, I love my Evil Eye. Are Evil Eyes like the reptile stuff, or...? Oh, whoops. No, it's Fiend, wasn't it? Evil Eye Awakening. There's so much spells. What about Abao? Which one is Abao is like the Link 4, wasn't it? Or... During the main phase, you can discard 1 card. Destroy 1 card in the field, banish this, special summon 1 light or dark monster from your graveyard. You can draw cards equal to the number of different monsters in your different monster types in your graveyard to place cards from your hand at the bottom of the deck and you have the number of cards in your true. Man, this card is pretty insane, huh? And you can like of course you go to related cards and it's all fucking Fiendsmith, of fucking course. They're Apple replacement for Fiendling Slop. Sounds about right. I'm relatively satisfied with the deck currently. But at the same time, this deck is like it's very you're either just all gas or you're like absolutely fucked. The funny thing about this deck, I feel like, is that if white baking resolves, you have a very high chance of like being just like in a really good spot. But not a lot of online player knows to stop white baking, I guess. It's like very easy to bait out like the graveyard negates or whatever to safely put white baking in the grave safely put white baking and activate it. If white baking resolves, it's like you have a pretty decent chance of like actually winning. Is a 2 vanilla Skull Servant really necessary? Unfortunately, yes. Technically speaking, it's like, yeah, I guess I could kind of reduce the Skull Servant and Lady in White, like these are the bricks. But also, if I do this, then like, yeah, I guess I'll remove like one more White Prince as well, because the point of White Prince is to dump Skull Servant and Lady in White. But doing so means my total potential amount of King of the Skull Servant damage is much lower. And not only that, these actually helps like thin the deck a lot, because if you just send like 2 White Prince, you're effectively removing like 6 cards from your deck already, which like it thins down the deck by a actually decent amount. The problem is, of course, like if you have these in hand and like yeah, it's a dead card, but at the very least you can also kind of make use of this if you have Super Poly or Droplet. Or I guess another card that I also have is Card Destruction. Card Destruction is also a card that is like, it's a bit weird. Card Destruction is a bit weird because Card Destruction for me is like, if my hand is good, Card Destruction is a dead card. But if my hand is bad, Card Destruction is really good. The problem is just like, sometimes you also just have a hand that is like half good, half bad. And you're like, okay, if I Card Destruction, and then it turns out I draw like a worse hand, it's like, well, shit. If I have like a completely trash hand, and I have Card Destruction, then like, yeah, that's great. But if I have a hand that is like half good, half bad, then Card Destruction is like a weird, awkward card to have in my hand, where it's like, I could Card Destruction, but my hand could just be worse. It's really weird. It's really weird. Card Destruction is a card that I kinda both like and don't like. I used to run Card Destruction with my Orcus build, but not anymore, thanks to the Link 1. Orcus is pretty nasty. But yeah, Card Destruction is a bit weird. It sometimes just often appears when like I have Super Poly and Droplet in hand, and then I have Card Destruction, and I'm like, it's like, well, this is just this is not a card that I want in my hand. And then some other time I have like some basic Skull Servant, and then like some like King, but I also have like Curse of the Ancient Turtle, which is like a good starter, and I have Card Destruction, and I'm like, or I have Droplet, and the problem is Droplet is a quick play spell. If I have Curse of the Ancient Turtle, I can at least set Curse of the Ancient Turtle and then activate Card Destruction, and then maybe I'll be able to do something about that. But if I have something like Super Poly or Droplet, if I set them, I wouldn't be able to activate them, right? So I need to like commit to the Card Destruction, so it's like, it's a bit weird. Card Destruction is very funny if you decided to do the Maxi Challenge. I did actually thought about like maybe adding Card Destruction to my plant deck, so that if I do the Maxi Challenge, I can just Card Destruction. Card Destruction also just makes it so your opponent's hand better too. I mean, that one's kind of a 50-50, I feel like. It's just like, well, yeah, it could make your opponent's hand better. It could also technically make your opponent's hand worse. It's like, we don't know that one. But I guess the also weird thing about that is also if your opponent have graveyard effects, or yeah, if your opponent have graveyard effects or something like that, it's also a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. This card's just a bit weird. It's like it's great if your hand is fully bricked, or if your hand is something that you want to throw to the graveyard, like White Baking, White Prince, and Mizuki. Or triggers on sending to the graveyard, like the Tears cards, which is like, that's cool, but also like I can probably use these on my hand anyways, so I don't know. Card Destruction is a card that it's cool on theory, but sometimes it just appears like as a dead card, and I don't fully like it. I don't know. Okay, I really need to go. I really need to go to sleep. Yeah, I think I've streamed for like a decent amount now. Yeah, all right. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bit of a weird stream. It's mostly just solo modes, but it's pretty funny that we just now have a solo mode that's just Fiendsmith now. So I might do that for my testing my deck now. I might use that bot for testing my deck now. It's just pretty funny. Like the two things that we got this update is Wordle and a Fiendsmith boss. And also a boss with like 40,000 health. That's also really funny. Honestly, this bot is also really fucking funny. It's just like 40 fucking thousand health. But of course, you can just like... You can just summon Psychic and Punisher and immediately remove like 30,000 damage off of like their health. That's also really funny. But yeah, I'm just gonna end stream here. Thank you all for coming to the stream. This has been a pretty fine Yu-Gi-Oh stream. I have no idea what's the plan for the future, but we'll see. How's it going? Oh, I'm about to end stream. Also, I'm sick. But yeah, thank you all for coming to the stream. See you later. Bye-bye. I'll probably be streaming Battle Cat somewhere this weekend, hopefully, if my condition isn't getting worse or something like that. But yeah, bye-bye. See you all. Thank you for coming to the stream. Bye-bye. See ya.